Hello, welcome to another talk on money, business, and investing. My name is Jose. I'm the founder of the company and brand here at Master Investor. If you're new to our community, ensure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so that you know when we go live or upload a valuable talk like this one that can literally change our financial life forever. As long as we apply the knowledge that we're learning from other mentors in our lives, then we will be able to tap into that knowledge ourselves. That is how we convert information or other people's knowledge into our knowledge by the application that we do in our lives with that knowledge. So we need to apply every day, right? So we learn something new, don't sleep on it, take action. That's how we become better leaders anyway. Today's topic is become a better leader for our business, realizing the importance of a great CEO, leadership, and corporate procedures. Master Investors Insights from the well-known company Apple Inc. I want to speak about leadership because I believe it's one of the things that many people overlook. And in order to build more passive income, increase our wealth, we have to become better leaders. We have to tap into self-development. And that's why one of the priorities we talk about here at Master Investor is to do self-development together with financial education. We have to invest in those two things because it is how we become more valuable. And the market reacts to how valuable we are. And every business that we control is an extension of our leadership. So we need to instill great leadership in our businesses. We need to find people that will join our business that also are willing to become great leaders or are in the path or already are great leaders, right? So we need to actually become a great leaders ourselves so that we can pull in other great leaders. Here at Master Investor, our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education. Made simple, we look at opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. It really takes effort, energy, time, and awareness when it comes to building wealth. A lot of people are playing the game of money with the wrong rules. They're still doing the same thing as other people used to do back in the day before, when money was real money, right? So today money is just debt. Today money is created with debt. That's why we have to treat debt like we treat money, because money is debt, debt is money. And all debt is tax-free. That's why we want to learn how to manage debt, invest debt for passive income. Rule number one in our community is that we work to build passive income and make money work hard through sound investing. Networking is also part of becoming a better leader. When we go and attend seminars or social events where we can communicate with other people that are like-minded, it will help us not only with our skills that are necessary to become great leaders, listening, right, paying attention, providing value, and executing. Right? At that moment, we are tested whether we are great leaders or not. When we communicate with somebody and we deliver a message and we can convey a powerful sentence that can change their life, that's when we know we can actually tap into great leadership, because we have the skills to make other people's life better. We are actively improving other people's lives, not only through our products and businesses, but in our team. Within our team, we are bringing the best out of them. So we don't necessarily need to be the best out of our team. We bring the best out of other people, and that's a skill that we must acquire as we build our teams. Summary of today's talk: it is not the product only that makes a company successful. A successful company and brand is built on the foundation of exceptional leadership. Fear not, for exceptional leaders flourish in the face of adversity. We have mentioned the following in a blog post regarding the significance of systems to a company's success. A business is an intricate web of interconnected systems. A true business is a system of systems working hard to do the selling and telling for us. And much like a body, the entire company will either perish or become crippled if one of those systems fails. Many of these systems are represented graphically by the cash flow triangle. While everyone is unique, they are all connected at the same time. Because the systems depend on one another, it is challenging to distinguish between them and to determine which is more crucial. The person in charge of ensuring that a company's systems are operating at maximum efficiency and that the appropriate systems are in place is just as crucial to its success as the technology it uses. The CEO of the business is that person who is in charge to oversee the systems, to make three important decisions so that it can affect everybody in the company successfully, something that is positive, something that the CEO is looking into to improve the bottom line. Okay, so at the top, when we're building our businesses, we have to become the CEO at times when we starting out from scratch as we build our team. So as we learn how to become a better CEO, we're also building our leadership skills, which will require to pull in a great CEO so that we can replace and put them in that place as a CEO of our businesses, because we want to create time for ourselves. We're not creating a business to become employed by the business. We're going to employ other people. We're going to create jobs and so forth. But remember, we have to be able to detach ourselves at some point from our businesses so that we can go ahead and do something else, build another business, which will require time, effort, etc. We will know exactly what steps we need to take because we have done it already successfully. Okay, so make sure you also check out all the links in the description of this talk. If you're listening to our podcast, or if you're on YouTube right now watching our live stream or any other platform, whatever you're seeing this video, make sure you check out our website and all the content that we have for free, including our articles are being delivered to everybody's inboxes. So if you like to have an article when we publish about financial education, then go to our website. The newsletter is free. And if you don't have time to join our podcast or our live stream, then at least you'll have time to read and you'll be able to increase our financial IQ. That's the whole purpose of whatever we're doing here inside our community, is to increase our financial IQ so that we can solve financial problems, starting with our personal financial problem, being able to escape the rat race successfully with businesses that we are controlling. It doesn't take much to escape the rat race, okay? It depends who you are at the end of the day and what are your expenses and what are your liabilities and how is the lifestyle, okay? It would require that much money from a business to be able to retire the individual from the rat race. And we want to achieve that because a lot of people are wasting their time working on other people's businesses when in reality they should be working on their businesses and their dreams, okay? Don't be one of those people that end up going to the end of their lives without realizing their dreams because they didn't pay attention to them, okay? So make sure that we master money, because money is going to be needed in order to manifest our dreams. We need to have excess of cash flow, and the way we are going to acquire that money is very critical. Otherwise, you'll end up working for money. We want to acquire the money by investing, through investing. Okay, we have to understand how to invest. That's what we're doing here. A master investor is learning the basics of business and investing. We're always going to be talking about business when we talk about investing, because we cannot have investing without business. So the better business people we become, the better investors we will be. In this article, we will talk about the crucial job of the CEO from the standpoint of what Master Investor learned from Steve Jobs, the top entrepreneur at Apple. But Steve Jobs was more than just a brilliant product creator. The primary responsibility of a CEO. Steve Jobs was a living example of many of the business lessons that the Master Investor company has taught for years now. Steve was a brilliant visionary and leader. He also set a very good example for what a business owner ought to look like. It is the responsibility of a CEO to oversee all systems and spot flaws before the result in system failures. These mistakes can occur in a variety of ways, but when our business is expanding quickly, they are very unsettling. When things are finally going well for them, their sales are rising, the media is highlighting their product or service, and business is expanding quickly, many CEOs find it surprised that they are suddenly unable to meet expectations. Why? The reason behind system failures. Usually, it is because the higher demand has caused systems to malfunction. For example, if a person lacks the extra funds or production capacity required to enhance the product or hire more staff, then the business will fail. For whatever reason, a breakdown in the system causes possibilities to be lost that may propel that company to new heights of success. Constructing ahead of the curve. The CEO is responsible for organizing the systems, such as production lines and credit lines for production demands that will enable the next stage of growth at every new growth stage. Communication and cash flow management are powered by systems. Us or our staff will need to put in less and less work as our processes improve. Our company will be labor intensive and will stall during one or more growth phases if it does not have well-designed and effective operating systems in place. Steve Jobs and the cash flow triangle. The cash flow triangle is one tool a master investor. To put it simply, the cash flow triangle is a matrix that helps us comprehend the 8 integrities of a successful business. The 8 integrities of the cash flow triangle. Number 1, mission. Number 2, leadership. Number 3, team. Number 4, cash flow. Number 5, communications. Number 6, systems. Number 7, legal. Number 8, product. So all of them are important, not just the product. We have to focus on having the right mission. Okay, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. When starting a business, the majority of people make the mistake of believing that the product is the most crucial factor. The issue is that a lot of companies fail despite having excellent products. The cash flow triangle is a helpful tool to identify the issues facing a company when it's having trouble. Look at how Toys R Us, a great company that delivered toys, went down because they were unwilling to change. They didn't want to go digital. And what happened? Then technology and other companies and real brands came along the way, like Amazon, and just put them out of business, basically, because the company itself had poor leadership. A good leader will be able to be a great visionary that sees the new trends that are coming. Same thing with Blockbuster. Could have been the first Netflix. They were all set up across the nation. They were unwilling to go digitally. Okay, so we have to be able to change. Even what we learned last week, it might change next week, and we have to be willing to say, okay, we have to replace it with what's new and be comfortable with that. So let's be comfortable by being uncomfortable, because that's where growth is taking place. And that's the way we become better leaders, by learning from other people that already have done what we want to do. So we have to invest in mentors, and we have to have those people around us so that we can learn from, whether it's an ebook or a digital product that they created for us, or there are many communities and great mentors out there. We have access to the internet. We should never have an excuse as to why we can accomplish our dreams, because we have all the tools available to us in today's economy, okay? 100 years ago, 200 years ago was a lot more difficult to become wealthy because people didn't have access to information. Now, not only we have access to the information, but we can sell worldwide due to the fact that we all have access to information. So people across the world can see our products and services and be able to do business with our brands. The product is the triangle's smallest component, as can be seen when you examine the cash flow triangle. This is due to the fact that it is a company's least crucial component. Having a fantastic product is not the beginning point. It is a finish goal. A great team, excellent leader, and a great mission are prerequisites for having a great product, or at least maintaining that great product, because a person can have a great product from the beginning, but if she or he doesn't have all the rest of the integrities or components of a great business or the cash flow triangle, then that business will fail. And so we need to make sure that we are building our businesses, and if we're going to buy a business, an existing business, we need to put it through the test of the cash flow triangle and figure out if there are issues that we can fix immediately after we get control over the business, and those fixes will improve the bottom line, of course. Okay, so there are many mismanaged businesses out there that are great opportunities. When we get a mismanaged business or an investment in front of us, we need to look at it very closely and see if we can fix it and improve the bottom line where it now is cash flowing successfully. Okay, and a lot of times it's just one little thing that we need to change or tweak, and then the business will begin to do very well, even in bad economies, because a business is built to solve a problem and is built to raise capital from solving that problem. from the front end by serving the product to the customers, to the masses via systems, right? Doing it through marketing, because marketing is sales through systems. And we need to automate the entire process through sales funnels and so forth, right? Having smart marketing in place, being able to find a group of people that want our solution and putting that in front of them, okay? So we need to deliver that to them, raising capital from sales. Even if we don't have the product today, we can do drop shipping, we can do white label, and we don't even need to own the product at first. We can sell the product without owning the product, and just as we get the order of the product, we turn around with our supplier and then we make the order happen, okay? And also there's something else called print on demand. So if you have talents such as taking photos or creating art, there are many ways that we can create products using our art, and we can have it as print on demand. As people and customers around the world buy our products, then they will get printed on each product. So we don't have to invest in having merchandise that may never sell, but instead we can test the market by providing that same product. But before we even purchase the product, we're going to collect the monies from the client because we have set it up through print on demand or drop shipping. Okay, if you want to learn more about how to build cash flow online and how to create sales funnel and how to launch our first business, make sure you click the links in the description. We have tools. We have our ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. We have the 10 New Rules of Money and how to invest in crypto to build wealth, understanding Bitcoin and blockchain. We are working on our fourth ebook. It should be released in the next month. Stay tuned. It's called How to Raise Capital to Build Wealth. So a business is built to solve a problem and raise capital, not only from the front end through sales, but also as we establish the 8 components or integrities of a successful business by following the cash flow triangle, then we can guarantee that the business can raise capital from the back end, which is from investors, friends and families, and private institutions such as banks and so forth, right? And so we can actually tap into unlimited wealth because we have a successful business that attracts other people's money, OPM, and other people's time, OPT, okay? And OQP, only quality people in our team. Make sure you write those 3 terms down. As we build our business, we're going to need them. The issue is that a lot of companies fail despite having great products, as I mentioned. So use the cash flow triangle to help us build and avoid unnecessary mistakes. More than most, Steve Jobs was able to apply this basic idea to build a corporation that revolutionized the industry. Let's examine the 3 cash flow triangle outside notions and see why Steve Jobs and Apple were able to achieve such great success. Create a spiritual mission. Every company should have a spiritual purpose statement. A business mission should be to meet the needs of its customers. And the business will start making money if it feels that need and feels it well with systems. While few businesses are driven by a spiritual goal, many eventually depend on it for long-term success. Although Apple does not publish an official mission statement, most people believe that the company's goal can be summed up in one word: think differently. A lot of businesses use their mission statement to describe their actions rather than their motivations. Therefore, a rival company to Apple can claim, "We make great computers." Apple, on the other hand, declares, "We want to fundamentally change the way we interact with technology. We think differently. Additionally, we create excellent computers." Apple didn't begin with a single item. They had a goal before they produced a fantastic product. Jobs acted as Apple's face and demonstrated the value of a spiritual mission in the company by his presence there and the way he saw Apple's operation. And instilling that early spiritual mission in a company is critical because as the entrepreneur who created that company removes him or herself from the company because we are going to do the next business or the next venture that we're going to get involved with, we need to have that time. So we need to depart, or if a person passes away, we want that business to continue to provide the solution because it's a true brand. So we need to understand how to tap into leadership skills that we can learn today so that we can have access to what is required for us to build a successful business. We need to work on our leadership skills every single day. According to Steve's, it is Apple's DNA that technology alone is not enough. Rather, technology married with the humanities and liberal arts produces the kind of outcomes that make our hearts sing. And Apple is more than just products. Apple is an extraordinary experience to its customers. So creating an experience for our customers is critical in today's new economy and how fast the world's changing. Customers and younger generations are looking for experiences rather than material thing. We want to have a great experience. Okay, so make sure that our companies are providing great experiences, unforgettable experiences for our customers, and we are delivering our promises to them. Create a powerful team. We have to learn how to be a successful CEO if we want to be a successful business person. To begin with, we must realize that working on the business, not in it, is our primary responsibility. This implies that we have to become an expert at managing systems and determining when to introduce new ones. Steve Jobs didn't finish college, but he nonetheless managed to create the world's most lucrative company, at least one of them, one that has more money than the US government. He was not employed by the system. He disregarded and built a business that employed others in the world. He found a need and filled it by building a successful system of systems with the cash flow triangle. That is why even after Steve's passing, the brand of Apple continues to make an impact in the world. He built a business that solves people's problems and make communication simpler than ever before. For us, we are more connected now than before due to the impact of smartphones built by Apple. Steve will teach us the lesson today. Begin by considering our motivations, the individuals we want to work with, and how we may guide them to the promised land. Experience is the finest teacher when it comes to this kind of knowledge. We will get better at it if we do it. We will undoubtedly fail along the way, but the knowledge we gain will help us succeed even more in the future. Visit our online community here for assistance in pursuing our entrepreneurial goals and to discover more about how to become a truly remarkable business person and investor. Use the cash flow tetrahedron to achieve total freedom and true wealth. The way we invest is primarily for passive income as the profits from our investments in businesses we control come in. Then we will use that capital to acquire more cash flow and assets. Therefore, theoretically, the assets are free because our business's revenue pays for them. That is the holy grail of investing, being able to structure everything in a way that we will receive positive cash flow and be able to buy other assets with the cash flow that we are collecting from our businesses. When we do that successfully and follow the formula for cash flow velocity, then we tap into infinite return on investment when we have no money of our own invested in the investment, but yeah, we receive passive income and control the asset in total freedom. We tap into those two things, infinite return on investment and total freedom. When we build a successful business using the cash flow triangle, combining it with the cash flow tetrahedron. You can find the diagram on our website or our articles. When you receive them via email, you'll be able to see exactly what we're looking at here on our screen. So for those who are listening to our podcast, then go ahead and subscribe to our newsletter and also go to our YouTube channel so that you can see the cash flow tetrahedron, which shows that our businesses will pay for our expenses, will pay for down payments for other investments such as real estate, will also buy us, our expenses will include paper assets and other assets. Remember, investing is one of our top expenses. The number one expense is investing and financial education. Financial education and investing, okay? Because we need to have financial education as we invest, okay? Otherwise, it's a gamble. You want to get financial education, so if you want to invest in real estate, we need to invest in a seminar or in a product that will help us understand how to invest successfully in real estate, because we're learning from somebody that has already done that, okay? So we need to definitely have financial education as one of our expenses, number one, and right next to it is going to be investing, okay? A lot of people put wealth as the last thing in their list, and that's why they never become wealthy, because they have not invested any on their self-development, financial education, and they have not invested any of their money because they don't know how to. So all they know how to do is put it in their savings account, which is done automatically because today they get paid direct deposit. The formula for cash flow velocity, for the cash flow velocity or the velocity of cash flow, is the following 5 steps. Number 1, acquire cash flow and asset. Number 2, recoup the initial invested capital back. Number 3, keep control over the asset and its debt, if any. Number 4, move the positive cash flow into a new cash flow and asset. Number 5, repeat the steps successfully as many times possible from 1 to 5. This is the only way to achieve total freedom and true wealth, by understanding how to acquire and build assets that produce cash flow and capital gains income. We must have financial education and self-development to be able to lead any company into success. We also have to get an extraordinary team around us in our businesses. Remember, business and investing is a team sport. The leaders that have the best teams around him or her will beat the game of money and create total freedom. We cannot have wealth if we do not have freedom. The only way to keep control over our time without depending on someone else's demands is by having assets that produce cash flow and capital gains income daily. Our expenses and liabilities are all paid by the cash flow and capital gains income from our investments. We must become a better leader if we want our passive income and businesses to grow. We are using the cash flow triangle and cash flow tetrahedron to build our wealth here at Master Investor. Now, figure out which need are we going to fill in next with systems and following the 8 integrities or components of a successful business explained in our cash flow triangle. Finally, we must become better leaders through self-development, financial education, and execution of such knowledge learned. As we build our wealth, we must keep in mind that our goal is to find that great CEO to work in our business so that we can build the next business and find another great CEO. But we can only do that when we ourselves have experienced what it is to be an extraordinary CEO as we begin to build our businesses. Then we go to become the chairman of our business, with CEOs managing our businesses for us with success. We should always incorporate ways for the staff to grow within the company by providing economic rewards and better roles for ideas that turn into cash flow for the company. This way, people will remain longer in our companies as there is room for all to grow through positive actions. True business can run without us present. A perfect example will be Apple Inc. Even without Steve, the company is creating tremendous profits and breaking historic sales records, meaning that Apple is a true brand with intrinsic value and business integrity, fulfilling the mission which was created to solve and continuing to innovate, which is critical in this new economy in order to stay relevant. Now we must find the need we wish to fill and start the company next. Focus on our customers' needs and wants as we begin our next mission. We have to create an unforgettable experience to our customers and partners, having a win-win environment and delivering on the mission of the business. I hope that you learned a lot from today's talk. Let me know if you have any questions. And in order for us to become successful at business, we need to understand how to become better leaders. That's why it's important that we start investing today, start a company. Don't worry about failures because they're going to come along the way. And the way we can avoid them is by learning from other mentors that already done what we have done. So yes, we have to invest in our financial education so that we can avoid mistakes, right? And so that's the only shortcut to life. learning from other people's mistakes, and executing the knowledge that we're learning from other mentors. There are a lot of great people out there. Make sure we're listening to the right group of people and start investing for passive income. What is going to be the next business that we're going to build, right? Because we're going to solve a problem. The business will solve the problem through systems. And let's start collecting emails from potential customers by delivering ads and smart marketing with our message to those people that are in need of our solution. If you want to learn how to create sales on autopilot, if you want to learn how to create wealth, if you want to learn how to become a better leader, if you truly want to have success in your life and change for the better financially and in all aspects in life, because here at Master Investor, we work on the 4 pillars of an extraordinary life: health, wealth, love, and happiness. We cannot go far with any of them. That's why we are focusing on those 4 pillars every day. Once we focus on those 4 pillars, then we can ensure that we are building a life that is optimized for the better of us, for the better of what we have in front of us, okay? Because every day counts, every decision. We could make a decision that completely shifts us everything. So everybody has a twist. Everybody has a breakthrough point that we need to tap into every day. We can learn that from an audio like we're doing right now. We can read something that will shift and will open up our mindset to something else new, right? And so let's get inspired with all the technology that we have today and start building products and services that will solve other people's problem, but more specifically start building those systems or acquiring those systems that will manage that product or service to be delivered to those customers. So the product is not the most important thing, but it's one of the 8 components. So we do need to make it a great product as well, but it's not the most important aspect of a great business. Anyway, I hope that you take action, start investing, and let me know if you have any questions, drop it below. I'll talk to you on the next talk. Thank you for having me, bringing you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. Bye for now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and publish this right now on our podcast. And then let me know if you have any feedback for me. Okay, we're here every single day. Welcome to our channel. I'm glad to be doing this and empowering other people to become true leaders, wealthy entrepreneurs, and inside investors, or true capitalists, or master investors, right? We all have an investor inside of us. It's all up to us whether we make that investor an average investor or we turn it into a master investor. We have to deal with money for the rest of our lives. So might as well become great at managing money, investing specifically for passive income. It takes financial education, okay? It takes courage to start a business, but the rewards are priceless. They're all worth it. The reward is total freedom, having excess of cash flow coming in from our businesses. Even when we're not working, we're still receiving passive income, and we have total freedom, right? We don't depend on anybody's schedule. We depend on our own schedule. We have our own decisions. Nobody makes decisions for us. We do consult with our team, but we have control over our time 100%. Okay, let me... Make sure you get our ebooks. You can find them on Amazon or Kindle, but if you want to have additional assets, then go to our website, because we have added assets into each ebook. We have turned it into a digital course. So as it grows, we will always give you access to any other asset that we add into that digital course which you purchase, okay? So when you get in one of our digital courses, whatever we add thereafter, you will have access for free. And we will be adding more assets as we move along, okay? That's something that we've been doing since we started this. So in a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, that particular digital asset with the ebook is going to be worth a lot more. And the great news is that you got it all basically for free, because anything that we add in there, whatever price we put in the future on that digital course, you don't have to worry about that price because you already got in for the first price that you pay, and that will grant you access forever. Okay, so in 5-10 years from now, that digital course is going to be worth a lot more. So you want to get in right now when you're listening to this audio. Okay, make sure that you take massive action. Everything that we add into our digital courses is to help you build the asset column, to help build true wealth by investing successfully and using the ultra wealthy context. Okay, so the mindset and how we operate with money determines how wealthy we are, and if we are wealthy to begin with, because a lot of people have money doesn't mean they're wealthy. Okay, being rich and wealthy are two different things. Being rich is having a lot of money coming in, but he or she has to show up to make that money 365 days of the year. So that is not freedom. High paying job, but no freedom. Now, if that person loves their job and that's what they were born to do, then it feels like a game to them. But as we're building true leaders here inside of our community, I'm talking to those people. I'm talking to the wealthy entrepreneur. I'm talking to the inside investor who wants total freedom. Okay. And for those who love their job and who's listening to this as well, start investing as well. I'm talking to you as well. Okay. Because maybe you don't want to be a CEO anymore and you want to create your own company and hire a CEO to run that company. So for those who are in the fences of launching a business, go ahead and start. The faster we start and the faster we fail in our business journey, the better and the faster we're going to tap into our rewards. Okay, because that's when we tap into greatness, when we're learning something new, when we are taking action without worrying about what other people are thinking. Okay, a great leader wakes other people up, brings the best out of our team, and we can convey a message because we have great communication skills. We work on that every single day. So it's a process and a journey, but that's the reward. It's the journey. It's not the destination, the reward. It's what we are becoming as we move forward in this beautiful journey of entrepreneurship. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. I'll talk to you on the next live stream. Thank you for having me. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and go to our website. Click the link in the description to join our inner circle. I'll see you there, and I'll talk to you on the next live stream. Bye for now. Oh, let me show you here on the website to get the newsletter. You just go here. You're going to click on the website. Here, let me show you. Let me just show you where the newsletter and the courses will be found here. All right, so you're going to go to here for the newsletter. And then for the all courses, you're going to go here and you're going to find them right here. Okay. So if you want to download the how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on, you'll find it right there. And all you have to do is just buy. You'll see the curriculum right here, what we have. You'll get the digital course. Right now, this is what we have. As we move forward, we'll be adding more assets, and whatever assets, like I mentioned, you will have for free and no additional cost. You will just pay this one fee right here. Okay. So in a year from now, this might be worth $2,000, $3,000, or even more. Who knows? Depending on what assets we are adding, we're going to be, for example, adding an exclusive interview with a wealthy entrepreneur, a wealthy celebrity, or somebody that has already done something that is successful that they can share with us some knowledge so that it emphasizes more on the topic of this specific course. Okay, so make sure you take advantage of this win-win investment, because at the end of the day, this is an investment to ourselves, and something that I always recommend and we highly recommend is to invest in our financial education. That should be number one expense, financial education together with investing. Okay, so our core values should be becoming wealthy and then comfortable and then secure, right? Not the other way around. People have secure and then comfortable and then maybe wealthy, and that's why they never become wealthy. So we aim high and then we hit. Don't aim low, because then you will hit. Make sure that you have faith and you grow your business with the spiritual mission. Let's start right now, and I'll talk to you on the next video.